lot in 90 minutes. Bam, we're live. Look, Matt Suze is here. I thought he. When the music plays, I have to have my mouth so close. I come back here and it's all weird and choppy, right?
Yeah.
But if I'm up here, I can like talk over the music. Good morning. I called Matt at 10 o'clock last night. He texted me at 9:45, so I wasn't being rude. It wasn't like I was just thinking I could call, even though I would. And I'm like, hey, dude, I got to take the kids somewhere this morning. Should we start an hour early? And we debated back and forth. And I want to have enough time to do the whole shtick, but then sometimes I come on here and I'm just too tired and I'm not able to give it my all. So Matt and I decided better to come on here rested. Right? Rested?
Yeah. I'm just
confirmation. It's early. Build me up. Like
rested.
Of course, Sevan. Yes, of course.
I'm still waking up too, and I was disappointed. I don't know what's going on with my espresso machine, but it like poured the tiniest amount of espresso in there. I didn't have enough time.
Life sucks. Hey, do you want to go make another one? Seriously, I'm serious.
No. Just because it's there's something up with it. So if I would have thought that I could get out there and do it and come back, I would. But
you think you got caffeine in there?
There's a little, but here's the deal. I always double fist, so I got this bad boy. This is just regular coffee, though. So,
dude, no, really, wow. What if that were to spill? For those of you who didn't see, Susie just held up a cup of coffee in one of those fancy to-go cups, like the kind like you keep in your house, like if to give to really nice guests who have to drive far. It's like super thick, right?
Yeah. It's
I love those kind. Yeah,
I'm almost out of them.
Aren't you you're not afraid that'll spill by your computer?
I actually have a little bar mat that they all sit on.
Oh,
so it could spill, and it will probably still spill out of the bar mat, but at least it'll have a certain layer of protection.
You've taken at least one level of protection. Hi. Let's start with Andrew Tate. I do not know much about Andrew Tate at all. Really zero. I just know from probably, honestly, I would say less than 6 clips and no more than 2 minutes each. I've never heard him say anything that I disliked. I love his voice, his affect, the sunglasses. I like all those things about him, but I guess he has said some stuff to upset women. I don't know if it was like as bad as like women are just cattle and they're meant to ride cock and then shut up. I don't know if it was like that. I don't know how far he took it, but I do know that for some reason I'm starting to realize that our sex does actually determine how we biologically best. We should look at our sex as a leading indicator of how we want our beings to express. So, I do think I'm starting to think that, it's going along these lines of CrossFit, right? Glassman said, "Eat like this, move like this, and your DNA will express itself." I'm starting to think that there's some real serious value in all of us knowing how to make our own clothes. I mean, you don't have to be fancy. Knowing how to hunt our own food, knowing how to grow our own food. I think that this is more than just like, oh, this is cute or this is homesteading. I think there's some biological need in order for us to express physically, emotionally, happiness. I think the further we get away from that. And for a woman, one of those things that I think that it helps them, one of their biological expressions is having babies. I'm starting to see like this has to do with fulfilling your biological destiny. And when you fulfill your biological destiny is not the right word, you're happy. And I just think Andrew Tate is onto that. I think if you push away from all of those things that you're biologically made to do, you will be, and you allow your mind and your emotion and the internet and YouTube to push away from that, I think you become unhappy. So like the perfect world for someone is to be born, get rich sewing and hunting and cooking and doing things that are grounded in earth and have a hot chick who will birth your baby or a hot dude who will give it to you. I mean, I just think that that's I want to try to think of a good metaphor. I remember hearing that if you drove a car only 55 miles an hour all the time and never took the RPMs high, that eventually, I guess there's pistons in the car that go up and down and they hang out in a shaft, that a rim will start forming around the highest place that piston went. This is bad metaphor. Never mind. I'll come up with one.
I think we go. And then pretty soon you're only able to go 55 or under and never really able to express your true capability, what the engine can do, right?
Right, but it was going to be bad because who gives a fuck if a Ferrari ever goes 200 or if it only goes 65?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so much synthetic stuff in our world that the further we get away from it, the unhappier we seem to be, right? Synthetic
but
pills,
not for any
food.
like psychological reasons or hippie reasons or psychological nothing academic, nothing poetic, nothing Christian. Just for the basic thing that, like, hey, you're a sunflower. You're supposed to grow towards the sun. Ideally, you would germinate at this time of the year and you would flower at this time of the year. And that's how you would express yourself. And I'm saying that if you don't fucking sow, cook, hunt, and I don't do those things, by the way, build shelter, there'll be a piece of your happiness that's neglected, but part of you're not going to be expressing. You don't be lost, buddy, because I think I really am onto something. This isn't rocket science. WrestleMania. No, I don't even know. I saw WrestleMania 1 and then I stopped. I don't really cook. Not really. I mean, I cook good enough. If it were up to me, I would just eat everything raw, pretty much. Dude, I had a grilled bell peppers yesterday. They were crazy. I OD'd. I had, you know what those taste like?
Yeah.
It was nuts. I must have had 5 of them.
How's your stomach doing?
It's good.
Okay.
I had 5 grilled, probably bell peppers. I had a ton of steak, ton of chicken. I had a bunch of mozzarella with tomatoes, just soaked in garlic. Just
sounds delicious.
Yeah, sushi. I love sushi. If I could only eat one thing, I'd do sushi.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
And wasabi. I like spicy shit. I like shit that's uncomfortable, like black licorice, garlic, wasabi, horseradish.
Black licorice?
Yeah, it's disgusting, right?
Yeah.
I would probably, if you gave me a stick of black licorice, I'd probably dip it in some cayenne pepper and wasabi. A plate of no.
It's the alpha treat right there.
So Andrew Tate, number 1. So I guess he went to jail for supposedly trafficking girls. I've heard nothing. I know nothing about it. I know black licorice. I don't even like the taste of it, but I can't. But I just love it.
It's the cross you bear.
Yeah, this is just crazy. This almost seems surreal. So I guess he was in jail for almost a year, right? Since last year. Maybe it's not a year.
No, I think it was like 3 or 4 months.
Okay. And it sounds like he's had no yard time, basically almost like a solitary confinement type of thing. And he's basically saying, I was pacing 3 meters in a cell with 0 electronics or outside contact, absolute clarity of mind, real thoughts, real plans, vivid pain. 1 hour home and I can't stand my phone. Some habits die hard. We must defeat Shantan. Tate tweeted, what's let me see what that is. Shaitan. That rhymes with Satan.
Sounds like a different variation.
Table. Oh, it is Shantan, spelled Shintan, Arabic Shantan, an unbelieving class of jinn spirits. Oh, it's alcohol. So it is the devil. Shantan is an evil spirit in Islam, inciting humans to sin by whispering in their hearts. Nothing ever talks to my heart. I don't have a heart like that I know of.
What's he doing here? Just pacing?
Yeah, it's just cool though. Look at him.
He looks a little fluffy.
I love that look. He's just a thick man.
His shoulders and chest look good though.
See the outline of his butt and his little cock and his sweats. Yeah, I love that. That's what a stud.
That's how I talk to you on the phone.
When you just pace, just in a pair of sweats with smoking, that would fucking
Well,
be
I don't
awesome.
smoke the cigar, but I just pace, and then eventually Grace kicks me outside.
That's awesome.
I do that whenever I talk on the phone. It's weird.
David Weed, does anyone believe anything that clown says? I can't remember anything that he says that I need to believe or not believe. But sure, yes, I do. I believe there's got to be something he said that I believe. Oh, he was charged with nothing. Okay. I did not investigate this piece at all.
I know a little bit about it.
Oh, tell me. What do you know?
So apparently he was charged with trafficking females, and then it turned out that when they got the girls that were the accusers or whatever, they basically said no, that didn't happen, and then the Romanian government just kept them in jail for as long as they possibly could, like trying to find something on them and could not.
That's it.
And right before that, he said, I think he was on like Logan Paul or something like that, and he goes, yeah, there's three ways the Matrix could get rid of you. First, they cancel you, freeze all your bank accounts, kick you off all social media. He goes, they already tried that. He goes, second, they jail you. He goes, and then if that doesn't work, they'll kill you and call it suicide or something like that. And then shortly after that, like a few months later, he literally was arrested.
Matt, what is this Matrix thing that people keep referring to? This Matrix.
I think it's just living inside like the system and just obeying the television.
Is there anything weird? Is there anything weird about it? Like the cabal, the Illuminati. Is there anything like? Are we really locked away somewhere? And this is just these are just holograms we're living.
I don't take it that far. I just mean you're just kind of following within inside the system. Like the Matrix would be like you get your job at your corporate thing, you follow all the woke protocols, you send your kid to the public school, you get all the shots, you never question the authorities, you never question the doctors.
What's he doing though? Why would they give a fuck about him? Isn't he just an entertainer? He just says stuff like, "Yeah, get bitches, get money, stay strong, lift weights." Isn't that his?
Yeah, and he's
kind of just like a different version of a fucking rapper, isn't he? He's like more like the religious, like a more Islamic, less hood rapper.
Yeah, I would say if you were kind of follow the storyline of Andrew Tate, the reason why he was being attacked, according to him and other influencers, was because he's mobilizing that 15 through 25 age group male, and he's basically saying, "Hey, look, you guys are all being told to be pansies, and I'm going to push back against that really hard."
I don't see him as a threat to the system as all. I see him as more entertainment, kind of like a weird kind of wise man, a unique kind of a wise man.
He's kind of evolved too, because at first, and Zach Tillender talked about this a little bit when he said that he would have his kind of like his OnlyFans, like a version of that. And I'm butchering this and oversimplifying it, but he basically had that, and then he would be the guy messaging all the other guys and would kind of scam them for money and be like, "Hey, I want to come visit you, but I need 10 grand." And then, a month later, like, it didn't work, but if you send me another 10, sorry,
Oh, that Tate was doing something like that?
Yeah. Then he was manipulating the guys chatting to him because the thing was that he says, "I'm a guy, so I know what guys want, so I could kind of manipulate them easier. You just stand in front of the camera and get naked." And made a bunch of money like that.
I don't know if I should say this next thing. It was kind of along the lines of so what? Not so what to you, but like there's nothing wrong with that. Like if you are reaching out to a girl on Instagram, like this idea of being catfished is a misnomer to me. Like you weren't catfished, you're a moron. Throw this in the pile: cooking, hunting, working hard, meeting girls in person. If you're meeting girls online, you've spent some of your happiness equity. You won't have happiness. That there won't be. You're not living out what you're supposed to be doing, cultivating the skills that you need to procure.
Good one,
Caleb. Is that a word? Caleb, procure. A beaver. Oh, get it? Play on words there. If you're not procuring your own beaver, then you won't be happiness. If you're outsourcing your ability to procure it, if you're having it delivered by Amazon or Tinder or whatever, you won't have happiness either. I'm starting to really taking this CrossFit thing just to heart. Obtain, yeah, especially with care or effort. Yeah, if you're not getting pussy with care or effort on your own part, in your thank you, Mr. Kenneth. I don't even know how I know words. Isn't
that weird? Yeah. Where do they all live?
Man, you have to. I hope you guys see it. Would anyone refuse to see what I'm saying just because they know they can't live it and they're afraid to live it, and so that they want to deny that it might be right? Yeah, I wonder if that's 51% of the people. I think that's my biggest problem with understanding people.
What
People
was
think
that?
they think that they would be hypocrites. Like, people can't sit here and smoke and be like, dude, smoking's so bad for you. Or they can't sit here and eat a chocolate bar and be like, dude, eating chocolate's the worst thing ever for you. Like, they think they're being a hypocrite. They can't be like, dude, Sevan is 100% right. If you can get your own pussy, build shelter, cook, do all of these things, buy a lot, like, oh my God, he's totally right. As a woman, even though I'm never going to have kids, as a woman, I know that the ultimate expression is for me to have babies, and that through those mechanisms is where happiness lies. I wonder if they just can't admit that because they know they're not going to do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, they have an ego in the way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know 1,000 things I should be doing that would make my life better that I don't do it, but I don't deny those things. I'm not like, that's not true, just to protect my ego.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, dude, I think, hey, seriously, Nick, you want to know the truth? I think that going into a whorehouse, I suspect, looking at a girl, handing her cash, and fucking the bejesus out of her, 6 seconds of pumping, is more real than fucking meeting your wife on Tinder and living happily ever after. So I
good old fashioned bunny ranch,
I'm open to being wrong. But yeah, care for the uterus. Yes.
Oh man,
care for the uterus.
That's funny. I never thought about that. Like, OnlyFans, like the platform in and of itself, is like showing up to the digital bunny ranch.
I mean, basically, if you're going on OnlyFans, if you're a dude, you're talking. This is how fucked up you are. That's the part I didn't want to tell you. You're talking to dudes pretending to be girls. You're part of the trans community. You are. If you do anything online for sex, here's what's crazy. Okay, let me lay this out for you. You think you're a heterosexual male.
Mm-hmm.
You've been having intimate conversation with someone online that you believe is
serious about you. You're kindling a relationship.
The eighth wonder of the world. I'll show you. I'll show you. Hold on. A hot chick. I typed in hot. I'm going to type in hot chick. Images.
Careful, you might get some.
You think? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, give me 1 second. I got it. You think that you're having a conversation with this girl online, right here? Oh shit! There, her.
Okay, yeah. Yep.
Okay. And it's bringing happiness to your life, and you like her, and you send money to her, and you're having, and then eventually, 3 years later, something happens, she vanishes, or you never see her. But the truth is you just got courted by a dude for 3 years who's making money off of you.
Damn.
What are the implications of that?
Hey, how many of them you think like know it too, but are just like whatever? They're so bought into the
God,
you know?
Oh God, wow. I'll take any love I can get.
Yeah. We just push that thought down. Like, nah, she's into me. It's like going to the strip club and being like, oh, the stripper's really into me, dude.
There's a guy who catfished himself. You can do that.
Hmm?
Hey, arranged marriage is healthier than what I'd say. I bet you 50% of the people are doing out there. I know it's crazy.
Arranged marriage.
Yeah. Hey, this idea of falling in love with someone and marrying them based on just love is like, this is modern. This is like 100 or 200 years. This came with sugar. This came with fucking industrialization. This came with sugar. You guys know that, right? People know that.
Do you know anybody that's got an arranged marriage?
Kind of. And the one immediately pops to mind. They have 4 or 5 kids.
And how's their relationship?
I guess good. They've been married for a fucking long time.
Interesting.
Pakistani couple
Yeah, I know a couple too. Who are members at the gym.
that were arranged.
Mm-hmm.
536. There is I don't know what I think about this. This next I think this is just a fun, intimate moment caught on TV. I think this is probably in the 2000s, but it feels so 1980 to me. These are two famous MMA icons. I wish I could remember this lady's name. She's one of the top, commentators, desk people over at UFC. Super hot, crazy professional, cool. By professional, I mean, knows her shit, knows fighting. And here she is with Rampage Jackson, and he's getting all wound up around her. I can't tell what she's asking here, though. She said her question is like, for lack of a better word, is so white. How do the homeboys like you? How do the homeboys like you?
Wait, is that what she asked?
Yeah, no one says that. The homeboys are the Mexicans. Okay, here we go.
How do the homeboys respond to you? Because, I don't necessarily see a lot of
folks.
Yeah.
Man, the black folks love me, and I love black folks because I'm black. Black girls love me too, man. I get hit on by black girls all the time. I be like, oh, I be showing my nipple. I be doing my nipple dance. Black girls love me, man. I love them black girls back too, man. I be loving me some black women. Are you black?
Part, yeah.
I love all parts of you. The black part? What other part are you?
I'm Jamaican, black and white.
She's Jamaican me horny. She's hot, ain't she? That's why I gave her the interview. She's hot.
Thank you, Ramsey.
I want a motorboat, right? All on camera, like all on the camera. I be humping reporters, so you might not.
Seen it.
You might want to get away. I've been a long training camp. Get away from me. Get away.
You got a lot of fans. How do the homeboys respond to you? Because I don't necessarily see.
He was, yeah.
Hey, I think that's a great call HR. Yeah, for sure. I think that's a great characterization of a healthy man right there. That's just a healthy dude.
This the way he's acting, you mean?
Yeah, I think that's just a healthy man.
Yeah.
He's getting in a frenzy. He's with that chick's like a fucking 10 and he's getting in a frenzy. He's trying to keep his shit together, right? That's like a super alpha entertaining man, but he's part joking but part not.
Yeah. Like more not than is. But it is just so he doesn't take it too far and get in trouble.
Hey, Sevan, why don't you like Marquez? I like Marquez. It sucked when he knocked out Pacquiao. Sucked, but good. I think he's juiced up. Or Sherwood. Oh, Pat Sherwood and Tommy Marquez. Were they douchey to you? I don't douchey to me. I don't let anyone be douchey to me. I thought all you CrossFit Media bros stuck together after the shakeup. No. We definitely did not stick together. The shakeup. Listen, someone fucking walked in the room with a fucking gun and said, stick him up. And some people were like, okay. Well, there were 50 different ways you could react, and we all got to see how each other react. Oh, Haley Adams was on Sherwood's show. I saw
that.
YouTube thinks I should watch it.
Yeah, me too. I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
No, bro. No. I just got I experienced emotions of ego that I did not like to see in myself. Honestly, I wasn't proud of my subtle.
Good for you on cultivating awareness around that emotion.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank you.
That is good.
Okay, here this I'm gonna need help with this.
Okay.
Your
titles are hilarious. Sorry.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, 532. Now, I'm gonna show you this, and I'm gonna need help. So pay attention carefully. This is. I'm gonna need guidance here for this one.
How you doing? All right.
Okay, so this is a guy comes out. He's in slippers and a robe. I think maybe he had something in his mouth. He was smoking. Maybe it was a toothpick. I don't know. And he walks out on his porch, and there's two. I believe there's two cops, but only one in frame. And the first time maybe we'll watch this 4 times, but pay attention to this. What happens here. I said, wait, hold on. I said, get it? The chicken hawk. Do you remember him?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Police Officer Joe and Lamar having an interaction on the porch.
Hey, I'm Investigator Hennon from the Sheriff's Office. What's your name? Stephen Blunt. Stephen Blunt? Yes, sir. All right. How long have you been staying here?
I've been staying for a while now.
Okay. What you gonna do up to today?
Next month, chili.
Yeah, he's smoking. Okay, so listen. Imagine your job is to pull people over and give them tickets for speeding, running stop signs. If someone's robbing a bank, to run in. If someone's holding a knife at a little kid's neck, to go and check out the situation. To help old ladies who've fallen down in the street. All of those things. It's one encompassing fucking job. Now, imagine that you're just a regular fucking dipshit like me, Sevan Matosian, and you know that and I have a fucking, let's say I have an IQ of like, I probably have like an IQ of 100, somewhere between 95 and 105. And I can assess that these guys have a really tough job, that it's a huge swath of duties that they have to do. Huge swath. From pulling a fucking dead skunk out of the middle of the street to walking up on someone who randomly pulls a gun and shoots at you.
It's fucking insane.
"15 minutes ago, this guy was pulled over with a fucking shovel in his hand, taking a skunk out of the street in front of your house. A few minutes before then, he got called to a call where your son got hit on a fucking bike by a fucking car. And he saved your son's life and did CPR on your fucking son. No, not 110, 95 to 105 max. You can't tell me you're worried. You're going to criticize these fucking guys? You think that this is some outlier fucking situation we're watching? Oh, that's a great freeze frame, Souza.
It was amazing. A blunt, yeah. Smoking a blunt.
Well, don't get crazy. I don't know how you could say blunt. He's smoking.
You could see the pistol.
Oh, shit. Souza's Beaver, you ain't got shit on Souza. You're telling me that, let me tell you something, anything, if you act even remotely fucking stupid and a cop clubs you, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. I give them full carte blanche. Now, that's your fucking dad right there. That's your brother. That's your husband. That's your nephew. That's your daughter. All he's doing is walking up to this house. That guy said his name was Stephen Blunt. Already being a fucking asshole by smoking in front of a cop. Already showing that he has no social fucking just a bitch. Like, you just don't do that. You don't walk up and talk to anyone with the blunt in your mouth. You're basically already saying you're a scumbag. Colin Kaepernick got upset because his parents thought that cornrows made him look like a fucking hood rat. Hey, fuck you. That's the society we live in. It's okay. They're signifiers. Yeah, exactly. The guy at the door wants to die. Yes. I'm going to take it a step further. Yeah, no etiquette. Thank you. I was at a loss for words. No, there's a social milieu. This is a fucking. How could you expect someone to do this man's job and not have just an abundance of compassion for him, empathy, and work with him when you see him buzzing around your town? This man or woman. You fucking nuts. I don't fucking love cops. I fucking hate cops. Don't get it twisted. I fucking hate a cop. I question the psychology of why you'd want that fucking job. Hey, dude, I love what they fucking do. And I am not going to fucking persecute someone who has the fucking worst job, that has an insane swath of fucking duties that come to holding my son in his arm as he takes his last breath so I can fucking show up because he's been hit by a car, to fucking walking up to some guy's house and pulling a gun on him all in the same day. Fuck you guys. I think those of you who can't even make that connection of that and build just a massive amount of empathy and sympathy for them. Dude, I've been in plenty of situations where cops have treated me like complete garbage.
Yeah, I wasn't treated great by him. Although I was usually doing dumb shit, so it is what it is.
Something tells me Sevan has traffic court on Monday.
Hey, did you read the backstory on this?
No, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me.
Just right now. It just says this morning.
Let's watch it one more time before you say it. Watch it one more time. Okay, heads up, people. Here we go.
How you doing?
All right.
Hey, I'm investigator Hennon from the sheriff's office.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Stephen Blunt.
Stephen Boyd.
Yes, sir.
All right. How long you been staying here?
I've been staying for a while now.
Okay.
How long you been staying here? For a while. He responds. It looks like he's looking at it. What have you been up to today?
Chilly.
Dude. Are you kidding me?
Shot fired! Shot fired! Shot fired! Show me your hands!
How are you just not, how do you not see that and you're just not like, hey, that's my father, my son, my nephew, my
What's your name?
Stephen Blunt.
Stephen Boyd.
Yes, sir.
All right. How long you been staying here?
I've been staying for a while now.
Okay. What you gonna do up to today?
Next month, it's chilly.
No one here has a job where someone's randomly going to pull a gun on you today, and every single person you have to think like that. No one here, unless you're a fucking cop.
Show me your hands!
You can't put up you can't understand why it's so important on how you deal with these people because of the severity of life and death situations they put themselves in every fucking second. How are you just not overflowing with compassion for these fucking guys? Well, Sevan, they chose that job. If that's your response, that's not even a logical comeback. So what? So what? Different subject. Totally different subject. What I'm saying is that 20 minutes ago, this guy could have been giving your kid CPR, and now someone's fucking pulling a gun on him. Now, 20 minutes ago, he could have, I agree, you could be like, well, 20 minutes ago, he could have also been harassing some kids for smoking weed and hit him with a baton unnecessarily. I agree. But maybe those kids should have been on the overpass sign smoking weed. I'm saying I give these guys a lot of fucking latitude. Yeah, dude, watch too much John Wick. I agree. It is pretty impressive that he pulled that out and it looks like he got shots off at both cops. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, how about this? They should have shot him in the leg. How about fuck you? Should have shot him in the leg. Those cops were totally irresponsible. There could have been someone inside the house that they killed. Where is it? Who wants to argue? Who wants to fight with me? Go ahead, Susan. What's the backstory? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
Apparently that guy showed up at a school event at Manchester High School with a gun. And so then when he was going to be approached, he fled from the school resource officers. Douglas County deputies were able to track him to the house that you see here, where that resulted in the gunfight.
And then you got a Rover in the driveway. That's a nice car. I'm not accepting any police hate. Sorry, no matter what. They could be running a prostitution ring. They could be running a sex trafficking ring. Whatever. Bust those guys. Get them out. But that job fucking sucks. And I'm not doing any cop hate. I'm only doing cop love. I'm not doing Fuck
I'm
you
for
guys.
cop accountability.
A little bit.
Not hate, not any of that, but like
maybe some.
Hey, and to your
not
point,
not some inordinate amount. I'm for like a little more leniency on people getting hit with sticks and shit with the batons. I'm gonna let I'm gonna let you arrest some with a dump truck, scoop up homeless people and pour them into a back of a truck. Sorry, drug addicts. I don't know. Go ahead, Souza. Go ahead.
I like to go one
step. I don't think I agree with you.
I would back them with those things as long as they first did their due diligence. They did their fucking homework. And if you look at the two cops that were in there, the first guy that was there, like if you just look at the body weight on him and stuff, looks a little heavy. I bet you if you were to take a lot of those cops in there and we lined them all up, I would be willing to bet that if you read the job descriptions that you were just reading and then you saw these individuals outside of uniform, you would not pick any of them out or majority of them to save your fucking kids. True. So the deal is that we got to go one step further. We're looking at the result of action. Nobody's looking at the training and what's happening ahead of time. And so I do think the police need more resources in terms of training. I think these guys should be at the gun range at least twice a day. I think they should be doing twice a week. They should be doing jujitsu twice a week. And then I think that they should be held to a really, really high standard in the actions that they take, and they carry themselves as prepared individuals. And I think a lot of them aren't doing that. So if I'm going to give them a massive leeway in the rope and a ton of trust as they work for the state, which I'm not, I'm always skeptical of the state, then I really want to see them doing their due diligence ahead of time.
I hate cops. They're fucking assholes. Where can I get my 5th booster? I just want to do my part.
And so I don't really even know if that's like a argument against what you're saying. So
I want to show you guys something here real quick. Frank, get a profile pic, dude. I don't give a fuck what it is. Please do me a favor. Nobody cares that this dude got shot. I agree. 100%. You're making this a thing. No. See? No. You just made it a thing because you made the presupposition that I think that someone cares about this guy getting shot. I just think it's a cool video. Do you see what just happened there, people? He responded to his own reaction and then responded to it. He thought Sevan thinks that this is some sort of issue with the cops. No, I just think it's a cool video. I don't think that there's any issue. And then you're saying no one cares this dude got shot. I don't care either. I do not care this guy. Well, I care in the sense that I'm glad that he's not on the streets anymore. I just see it as nothing. By the way, this is a classic museum specimen of someone reading into something, then reacting to what they think that they see, and then putting it back on me. You're making this a thing. I think this is just a great. The only thing that I think is I like proposing to the world that there should be a deeper understanding of what that job is.
I think so too, because they are.
The thing is, you posted it and said, I won't allow cop hate. Yeah, but not around this particular incident. You're too myopic. I'm talking big picture. I'm just using this as an example. I could have used an example of a cop getting a cat out of a tree too.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone cares about the cat in the tree either. I'm not suggesting.
And I just want to address Judy's comment.
By the way, you can get canceled for that, saying that you don't mourn George Floyd, that no one cares. Be careful, Frankie. I don't know if you have the stomach to get canceled.
Go ahead and Google that. Go ahead.
Yeah, what did Judy say?
Judy said, "Fat or not, they're a heck of a lot braver than everyday folks."
Word.
And I don't disagree with that statement, but the reason why I was commenting on their body weight was because that is a tell sign if they are doing their jobs outside of the normal duties that is required, meaning their training and all that stuff. And that's just a visual representation of that. You could look at somebody and you could know right away, hey, this guy could probably run a 5K without stopping. This guy cannot.
Okay, Frank, I'm going to give you an opportunity to ass pound me. You ready? Here we go. This is you, Frank. I'm going to tee this up for you. I'm going to grab my ankles. You guys ready for this? But this is a security officer that I want to this is a cop that I'd like to take out in the back after the game and fucking beat his ass. This cop is a complete douchebag. And I'm open to being like, Sevan, you can't have it both ways. Play this second clip. This is a man walking out onto a field at a baseball game, which I don't advise anyone do, and then turning around and facing the crowd and asking his wife to marry him. And watch what the security guard does to him.
Hold on, my that link just froze on me. Give me one sec.
Oh, that Twitter one?
Yeah.
Someone sent it to me this morning.
Hold on. I'm having issues with Twitter.
Oh, isn't that funny? I just clicked it too, and I got the same issue.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, I guess you
it-
guys won't be bending me over today.
I guess it's gone, huh? Is that what that means?
Sorry, Frank. Put it away. You're not going to be ass pounding me today. Basically, it was a guy. It was a security guy. A guy was on one knee at a baseball game asking his wife, "Will you marry me?" from the field.
I just saw that. Yeah.
And a security guy runs over and tackles him so fucking hard that you're like, hey, that guy may have fucking chipped a tooth or something or knocked out a molar. And I don't like that.
We all dream of days.
Yeah, here we go. Love the security guard. Don't trespass, get hit. Guy probably played football. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah. Guy was clearly trespassing. Oh, you saw it? Okay, here it is. You like this? Okay, well, here's where I'm inconsistent because I think this cop should be beaten for doing this to a guy. Look at him. Honey, will you marry me? I love you so much. Oh. Oh, my goodness.
The dude that tackled him too made such a weak pass to side control there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so you see, I know some of you think I'm perfect, but I'm far from it. These are the inconsistencies I struggle with every night when I go to sleep. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Ask Monica Seles about people that jump the wall and go into their area. That was a tennis player. Something happened to her. I forget. But listen, this guy's on one fucking knee. He's pulling the Colin Kaepernick. Isn't that the official stance of the NFL? Drop to one knee, suck the cock. I know. See, I want to build all these arguments too. Like, are you kidding me? Is he not streaking? Someone said, but the thing is like, I realize the inconsistency because he's out there on the field and he shouldn't be. And those cops, their job or whatever those guys are, is to that's a great body position you froze it in. Look at that. Looks like some character on a video game.
Mm-hmm. The guy standing, you're saying?
Yeah. Frank Jonas, it's pretty simple. Don't disrespect cops. Don't get onto the field. You're right. I just struggle with that one. But you're right. You're right.
It was just aggressive. If they would have walked up to him and started talking, he wouldn't have he just would have stood there in the same spot.
What if it was a ploy though, and he would have had a gun or something, and it was just a way to I don't know.
Then we'd be sitting here being like, why didn't those cops react faster?
Yeah.
Couldn't they see his gun?
Ken Walters, the stupid things men will do for pussy. That's true. Don't follow the rules, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. One knee or not, he's crazy, could still pull a gun. Yeah, I know. Well, thank you for helping me with that and allowing me to feel vulnerable enough to show you the inconsistencies in my.
It's all the inconsistencies we accept, right? Nobody wants slave labor, but here we are on our iPhones.
My beautiful Apple. Yesterday, someone was saying, hey, other countries have just as many crazy people as we do, but they don't have guns, and so their murder rate is way lower.
Oh, I heard that. Mental health problems are everywhere, but they're not resulting in gun violence.
I want to read this to you, what someone sent me. The U.S. is the equivalent of a third world country when it comes to mental health stats. Most suicides among first world countries, most drug overdoses, and since the 1960s, lowest rate of institutionalization for crazies. We are the mentally sickest, and we care for them the least. 2020 Commonwealth study finds. I think that's a misnomer there, by the way. It's not that mentally ill people can't really be cared for. It's the fact that it's like cancer. It's like we have an open border where fentanyl's pouring in. We're causing it. We have to stop causing it. U.S. deaths per capita have declined 20%. U.S. gun deaths per capita have declined 20% since the 1970s, even as the number of guns have exploded. Recent uptick in gun deaths almost entirely attributed to inner city crime among one race. I don't know if black people are a race. I don't know if I'm comfortable saying that anymore. Strongest correlate for gun deaths is in different parts of America is skin color. If you want to use skin color, the highest portion of a population made up of a certain race dictate rates of gun deaths. All that's true. Before socioeconomic, before gun laws of a given state. So this person who sent me this is basically saying, hey, this shit's all happening. The majority of deaths are happening in black neighborhoods. And we know that's true. 51% of deaths, of murders are being committed by 6% of the population, which is black men. If you want to break down the population that way, you could easily say ignore skin color and say 96% of all murders are committed by people who don't have a father and a mom at home.
Well, then that's something we could solve.
Right. And so these idiots that want to get rid of guns, it's the same as saying you want to get rid of black people. Are you fucking nuts? Are you fucking nuts? Mass shootings happen in areas where good citizens are disarmed, schools, malls, etc. We have 150 million guns in circulation, but laws in all 50 states that prevent lawful citizens from using them. Anyway, just another opinion. I do think that anyone who starts saying, like I saw a clip yet today, and where some guy's like, how many deaths do you think being transgender causes? And the person's like 0. And then he goes, and how many deaths do you think gun causes? Like you're comparing apples and oranges. And the criteria for keeping something or getting rid of something is the number of deaths it causes. Well, if that's the truth, then we need to get rid of black people and sugar. Like this, and that's coming from the left. You never hear anyone on the right saying that. Hiding their fucking racism and their broken fucking thinking, their logic. Eventually it trickles down, buddy. Just know, eventually it trickles down. Oh no, Sevan, there's common sense. They're not saying that. No, there's not. Look at all the countries where they ended up getting rid of people. It all starts like that. The Jews are dirty.
I think the whole entire gun control thing is just a massive distraction from actually doing anything that would solve any of these issues.
Right.
Because it's just polarizing. Now everybody just runs to the home team and they're going to say gun control, which nobody knows what they're talking about or mean because they never put a definition to it because it's different in all 50 states. And then you're going to say, can't take my guns. It's my right. It's my Second Amendment right. And then nothing ever changes. No one ever says, hey, we pulled all the data from all the major school shootings in the last year, and we found all these key points here seem to be something we could touch on that might actually solve a problem. And so here's what we're going to work towards, and here's why, and here's the data that's going to back that decision. No, none of that.
No.
You just get gun control,
right.
And then everybody argues about gun. Have you ever done anything with glitter?
Really
have any of the
same thing with abortion. Abortion's the same way.
Same way. Everybody, there's nothing that's actually talked about. There's no common ground. Nobody's trying to solve a problem. Everybody's just trying to run to the home team. That's it. That's it. And have you ever had the kids play with anything with glitter in the living room?
God, no. Oh, in the kitchen, unfortunately. In the kitchen, it's happened.
And so what happens? It doesn't matter how many times you clean the fucking kitchen.
Yeah.
If your guys' house is clean, that glitter is going to be everywhere.
Yep.
Glitter is guns.
Hey, look, Frank says, why is it so easy for black people in inner city to get guns? Why is it let me rephrase that question. Why is it so easy for white people to get guns in the inner city? Why is it so easy for white people to get guns in the outer city? I can't. Your question's so biased.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, fine. If you agree with Sousa, fine.
I learned that glitter is guns.
It's easy for everyone to buy guns. Anyone can get a gun. You don't even I can go out in the streets right now and find a gun in an hour.
We should make a video.
Oh, there you go. No, the question is just fucking racist, just the way you ask it. It's got presuppositions. Why don't you like the taste of cock? Like, what if I asked you that? Like, you don't like the presuppositions in there. Yeah. How come the last time you sucked cock, you vomited? What? I didn't ever suck cock. What are you talking about? No, I don't care what the answer is. Anyone can go anywhere and get a gun. I know people just down the street from my house in Watsonville, less than a year ago, the cops broke up. I forget what they're called, but they're places that just make guns illegally. So, what are they called? They make the gun parts illegally. White guns, snow guns, ghost guns. Are they called ghost guns?
I think that would be the term for them, right? They're just machined. Hey, did you want to throw up the live call-in number? I didn't know if you wanted that banner to run or if we weren't doing that.
And oh yeah, please would call.
Everybody put in the comments. I'm like
529. Here's the thing too. You have to know. I lived between these two cities, Richmond, California, and Oakland, California. And the city that I was in was right in the middle. It's called Berkeley, California, and they're sandwiched in there. And then on the other side of us, in the water, is San Francisco. And anyway, in Richmond and Oakland were like, they're like Baltimore, or Philadelphia. They were like murder capitals. Like, they would periodically make a run at being the murder capital of the United States. I never saw anyone get killed or shot. I never heard gunshots. Because I didn't run with those dudes. 529. This is crazy. Pollution perspective. One giant cargo ship emits as much as 50 million cars. So they're talking about electric cars and helping the planet and blah, blah, blah. 15 of these ships right here put out as much emissions as all the cars on planet Earth. Fuck cars, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. 15 of these ships, will you scroll down a little bit? I'll read it. Put out as much emission as 750 million cars, it says. Here we go. The bottom line, one giant container ship pollutes the air as much as 50 million cars. Yes, that's 50 million, which means that just 15 ships that size emit as much as today's entire global car park of roughly 750 million vehicles. What is that? That's like one car for every 10 people?
Yeah, I don't know the math that quick, but sounds right to me.
The ships are where cars were in 1965, utterly uncontrolled, free to admit whatever they like, and just one of many statistics. A car driven 9,000 miles a year emits 3.5 ounces of sulfur oxides, while the engine in a large cargo ship produces 5,500 tons. That's cool. Well, now you know. Drive away, people. Don't worry about your cars. It's nothing.
Wow.
Perspective is fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Especially when, like, a while ago, Newsom gave this whole deal in California, like, we pay higher gas prices because we're so far advanced in our global warming initiatives that's why we pay more. Did you remember? You remember that? It's a fucking joke.
Douche.
Guy's a joke.
Philip Kelly of Vallejo, Richmond, Berkeley, Oakland, San Francisco, all cities I have zero desire to visit. So my friend, I have a lot of friends in Berkeley, and one of my friends, and they're all fucking just hardcore libtards, right? Hardcore. They fucking hate me. They love me, but they fucking hate me. And about a year ago, I told you the story about how one of them, the kid was suspended, 8 or 9 year old kid was suspended from school because he called someone the wrong pronoun. And I had been sending them articles that was coming, and I said, and I talked to them all the time about the sexualization of kids and all this shit, and they think that it's like I'm a nut, right? They think like I've lost my mind, like I've gone over to the Rush Limbaugh side of the world, but then these things are unfolding in their right. They got upset. They had the drag queen come to their school and read to their kids. Now you know what they have. The Berkeley Unified School District's about to pay reparations to their black students. Imagine what that's teaching your kids.
I hope they do. Give them all money. I hope California just gives everybody reparations. Let's just see what happens. Do it. Bankrupt the state. And then you'll have a completely flawed plan, and we could all move on from these ridiculous ideas.
The United States of America, the greatest country on planet Earth, hasn't taken one gun away from a law-abiding citizen in 50 years. It's a BS pussy argument. What is that? I don't know what the argument is, but I'll make the assumption. I'm going to take a guess at it that the government shouldn't take guns away from law-abiding people. Okay. Instead, we hand them to psychos. We hand them to psychos who shoot up schools. Tell me I'm wrong. Mic drop. You have nothing. Fine.
And I don't necessarily think his.
I doubt that's true, but I'm
wrong.
okay with it. I'll believe you. I'm sure they've taken one gun away from someone, but I don't see your point. If there's a point to it, I'm cool with that. Awesome, that's cool. Great. I'm glad that seems to be working. I'm glad that I'm not. I'm not sure if the insinuation is there that I was making the argument that I don't think people who want guns who deserve them aren't getting them. I don't think I was saying that. Caller, hi. I think
Frank,
hi.
half the country wants to, Frank.
Oh, you are Frank? Or?
That's the whole point, is that they haven't yet, because this handy dandy little thing called the Constitution, super inconvenient, I know, but that's why they haven't taken anybody's guns.
Well, that is the truth. All the libtards I know think that who don't want people to have guns. And they all live in cities, and they all took the injection, and they all grabbed their ankle, and they all yelled at my kids when my kids didn't wear masks. And yeah, it's that crew. And the dudes all look like betas. And I'm not trying to be a dick at all, but that's the way it looks. They eat bagels and cream cheese every morning. They think that they're terrified at the fact that maybe that their doctors can't save their lives. You nailed it. They think that you should give money to homeless people. They feel sorry for black people and Mexicans. Yeah, feel sorry for them. What are the implications of feeling sorry for? You're right. I would just wanted to throw onto that stereotype, but I think it's pretty accurate. You're right. I didn't even think about that. They do, Frank. They do want to take the guns. What? Say it again.
Why does Frank think it proves any kind of point that they haven't taken any guns yet, when that's literally all they're talking about and gearing up for? Literally, Biden just said it.
Well,
he's trying to pass an assault weapons ban when he can't even define an assault weapon.
Frank says, caller, no lib wants to take your guns. You're spewing fear tactic argument from the NRA. Grow a sack and have a take of your own. God, really? You just God, I don't think so, Frank.
Biden's the robot that's just lying on TV when he says, I want to ban assault weapons.
Oh, and how about Trudeau made it illegal to buy handguns in his country? I think, Frank, you're wrong. I think that, Frank, I know a lot of libtards. I used to be in that camp not even too long ago. I remember what they smell like, how they talk, their smile, their condescending nature, their arrogance. I always smelt a little Nazi on my hardcore liberal friends. Do you know what I meant by that? By that, I mean, like, they hated you if you smoked cigarettes.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like, they wanted those people to be like hurt. And I was always like, man, that's a little like, how are we supposed to put that with our compassion?
I've said nothing really to Frank, but he's blocked me in the chat, so I can't even see these comments coming in.
No, Frank wouldn't do that. He didn't block you in the chat.
I can't see a single one of these comments unless you put it up. So Frank's so sensitive to like someone that doesn't like. He's all, no, tell me I'm wrong, tell me, and he can't even handle like people saying.
Well, Frank has acquiesced a little bit here. Let me tell you what he just wrote here. This is interesting. He wants to ban them for future purchase. Your guns are all safe. Well, Frank, doesn't that admit what he just said, buddy? Doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to take your guns. Everybody just wants to take your future guns. You're a fucking idiot. Unblock me.
He didn't block. He says he didn't block you. Hey, I don't think he blocked you either. I don't think. Here's what it is, dude. I think you have to hit a button on there that says see all comments. So when I watched the show when Susan was hosting it once, and I would realize that they only saw half my comments because I was commenting so much. Somehow YouTube culls the comments.
So Frank is just too much of a troll for all his comments to be seen. I see how it is. All right.
Anyway, thank you for Frank was kicking my ass. I appreciate you coming in here and giving me some ammo. Yeah, Frank, that is true. The libtards do want to take your guns. I don't think that's a fear tactic, Frank.
Just the future one, Sevan. That's totally different.
Thank you. Peace and love. Okay. Now listen, let's move on. I'm not even a big gun guy. It's like cops. I'm not even a big cop guy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I like the way you laid out a perspective of their job, though. I think that is important for people to internalize and kind of appreciate.
Yeah, just be cool. Just fucking be cool. Stay the fuck away from those assholes. But dude, if you live next door to that guy they shot, do you know how happy you are? You go over there and let someone fucking, you give one of those cops a handy. They just fucking killed a dude who was fucking out of school as a danger to kids. I'm sorry. You get a fucking shitload of passes for that.
That's crazy, though. Just gun in your waistband, smoking a blunt, going outside, and you're like, my next action is to shoot these guys in this driveway.
The libtards I knew were like so against hunting, but they ate tons of fucking meat. And the thing is like you couldn't talk to them about it. There would never be like some sort of like, God, it's a struggle for me. It sucks. Like I for some reason, you know what? I'm going to face those fears. I'm going to take a gun class and I'm going to go in a hunting class and see, because I just feel so bad for animals. But I'm like, it's never any of that. It's just out there fucking protesting their fucking asses off with no fucking signs of humility. Jason Miller. There's a sharp uptick in stabbings in Canada right now. The guy who got shot is a shipburger. Yeah, I agree, Philip. Okay, let's go back. We've done enough of guns and
cops.
And cops. Let's go to
Nike is for losers.
Let's go to racism. I want to go 5:35. Let's pivot to something a little easier. Let's pivot.
A little lighter.
Let's pivot.
Oh boy,
I get it. You don't want to carry a gun. Me neither. Don't. It's just so stressful. I don't even like to carry a knife. Okay, this is The View, and this looks like it's so old. This looks like it's like fucking 30 or 40 years ago. I don't even know who the guest is, but listen to what the guest says here. This is pretty funny.
Kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like when I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they
Latinos are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on.
Wait, whoa. You didn't mean it like what? Wait, you didn't mean it like what? I'm sorry, I didn't hear. You didn't mean it like what? Hey, dude. So what if that is true? That's what I mean. What if that is true? That's the racist piece right there. So the fuck what if immigrants come from the other fucking countries, just like my parents did? You don't think my mom and fucking dad, you don't think my dad came here and my mom and they eloped? My mom was actually born in the States. Her parents were immigrants, but my dad was an immigrant, came here. They eloped. You don't think that they cleaned toilets? You're right, they did. And now she's saying that was rude to say that. That wasn't rude. Yeah, who the fuck is going to work in the hotels if we kick out the Mexicans? Well, I'll tell you who. 57% of the fucking service industry is white fucking people. So it's not even a fucking racist comment. But their inability to speak honestly is what makes them racist. There's nothing racist about saying, there's nothing rude about saying, who the fuck will clean our toilets in these high-rise fucking Hilton hotels if we don't allow illegals in? And there's nothing shameful about coming to this fucking country and cleaning fucking toilets. Nothing. Zero. There is something racist and there is something elitist about belittling those people and feeling sorry for them instead of appreciating them. That's where it's at. It's all fake kindness. It's guilt. It's just gross shit. Yash, lots of good hardworking Europeans in London doing these jobs just to send money back to family. That's exactly what my dad did. That's exactly what my mom and dad did. They cleaned fucking houses so that they could send money back to fucking Lebanon to my fucking dad's family. My wife's white as snow and has a house cleaning business for 31 years. She cleans toilets every day. It's fucking nuts. Let's play this again. These fucking bitches on The View. Do you understand that this is the systemic racism by their fucking, I hate that word calling them elitist, but this is all that mental illness, all that twisted shit. That's all Democrat fucking bullshit. This fucking bitch, Rosie Perez, she's fucking Puerto Rican. She probably has crazy poor roots, and she somehow got offended. Okay, let's go. Play one more time.
Every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Pause. Yeah, who? Well, there's some white people who can do it, but besides the point, totally fair comment. Not racist. Not racist. Who is that chick anyway?
Kelly Osbourne. The chat already hooked us up.
Oh, that's awesome. Democrat fuckery. Yeah. Sevan, that the Republicans are bad too. Fine. I fucking hate a Republican too. Fine. You happy? Okay, go on. I'm up more the Malcolm X guild. Like, fuck the Republicans too, but at least they're not fucking lying to me. Okay, let's go.
In the sense that, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying
there's more jobs to be
in LA, they always
but
they don't.
Latinos are not only the only people.
I didn't mean it like that. Come on. No, I would never. If you
I challenge anyone to go to Los Angeles and find a fucking Uber driver that's not Armenian. I challenge you. And I'm so fucking proud of that. Go ahead. Will you play this Armenian Uber driver clip? I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for this, but this is
where
it's in the very bottom. There's like 4 clips.
Yeah, a minute long. Oof.
She didn't mean it like that. The fuck she didn't. She meant it exactly like that. Because in LA, all the fucking people in the hotels that work are Latin. And in San Francisco, they're fucking Filipinos. And each city has its fucking those people, the immigrants that came there. And by the way, those people who have those jobs for 20 plus years are making over $200,000 a year. Don't fucking think they're not. I got a friend who fucking does the banquets at the Ritz, the Omni, and God, what's the big one? One more hotel I'll remember in San Francisco, makes over $250,000 a year setting tables.
Hilton, Marriott.
No. It's the Ritz, Omni, and not Four Seasons. Not St. Regis. I can't remember. I'll remember. But it makes over $250,000 a year setting tables for people like Barack Obama, Dave Chappelle. Those are the people he sets tables for. And he's had the job for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Is it the St. Regis? Maybe it is the St. Regis. Yeah. The tall bluish gray one. Thank you, Olivia. Yeah, he sets fucking tables there. Don't block Frank. Yeah. Someone don't block Frank. We good.
Do not block Frank. No, do not.
Stand down, everyone. Stand down.
I will steal your wrench. I will snatch the wrench away if you banned him.
But Frank, you should get a profile pic, even like an eggplant or something. Assault weapons are semi-automatic firearms with large magazines of ammunition that were designed and configured for rapid fire and combat use. Sounds like my penis. Yeah, bougie. Yeah, St. Regis is bougie as shit. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Armenian. This is American Uber driver versus Armenian Uber driver. You might need a lot. Yeah, there we go.
Hey, call Uber? Yes.
Well, that's nice.
I just took a long grip.
Hi.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Jeremy, try to get that hack out prior to calling. Just like, don't wait till I answer and then hack.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah. Just a little.
For the last thing I heard was, sounds like my penis. So
yeah. Well, there you go.
I got choked up a little bit. I had to call in and I had like 10 things to say, but I'm going to not do that. I'm going to narrow it down. First of all, this is a shout out on that clip that you posted. Was that on a podcast recently where you're talking about nobody cares about your score and shit like that?
Yeah. Local podcast here in Livermore called Through the Grapevine.
That was awesome. So
no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. People care about their score. People care.
Thank you.
Sounded like sounded like some hippie shit.
Yeah, total hippie shit. But hey, so I
I've been reaching out to HQ, working with them for a long time to get on the L1 staff, and I just got an email saying that I am redshirt now. So I wanted to call in and report that to you guys.
Wait, what?
That's an April Fool's joke. That's an April Fool's joke, by the way.
Shit.
Hey,
Holy shit. I was like,
silence was fantastic.
I was like,
That was
wow,
awesome.
you went through the vetting process already and you kept that a secret? That's incredible,
yeah, that's
dude.
what I thought. I was like,
Oh,
dude,
no.
Oh, brother, that was good. I almost wish you would have kept that going longer. That's really good.
I was going to try, but, you know, Heidi's probably already telling me to shut the hell up. But, no, so one more thing. I had this conversation with that woke coach in my gym, and I don't know how common this is. I look forward to seeing the comments, but she's been doing CrossFit since 2019, maybe. She just recently did her L1 shit last year. And we're talking the other day, and I'm talking about one thing I want to improve at the gym is talking about nutrition. And, you know, obviously it's the thing that drives everything, right? And she says to me, again, she's been doing this since 2019. She says, and she's a coach at a CrossFit gym. She's like, I had no idea about all, you know, meats, vegetables, little starch, no sugar, all that, nuts, seeds, all that. She said, I had no idea about that until I did my L1. So 3 years into the game, you did your L1. You didn't know about that stuff. Like it kind of like threw me back. It kind of reaffirmed what I was saying, that we need to do a better job of talking about nutrition. But I'm just curious your guys' thoughts, or if you is that surprising? Is that like 'cause it really threw me back to hear that.
It doesn't surprise me. You could ask a shitload of people. I mean, at the bottom of the pyramid is food, and a lot of people probably don't even know what the pyramid is. But Greg has openly said in front of thousands of affiliates, "Hey, I'm the fitness guy, and I wish I could lie to you. But if you just did the nutrition part of CrossFit, you'd be fine." And
I told her that, actually. I told her that.
He's said that many, 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 many times. You just got to do the nutrition part and you're good. The rest is just icing on the cake. And unfortunately, including myself, a lot of us are more focused on the other part. And it's just where we're at. Nutrition, then metabolic conditioning, then gymnastics, then weightlifting, and then sport. And yeah, it's crazy, right? That's up to the affiliates, right? They need to have that that poster up or painted on the wall as a mural, the fitness in 100 words. That has to be that's just the affiliate owners.
It's on our wall, right?
Yeah, and I just came. Yeah, and it should be. I think it should be on every CrossFit gym. I just came back to this affiliate I started back in 2013, and I've been gone, and I came back, and they absentee owners. They're barely there. So it's kind of like it's more or less a co-op without being a co-op. But the methodology has been lost, and honestly, it seems like since Greg left, that's kind of the trend of this gym and other CrossFit gyms I've seen. The wokeness. They hate Greg Glassman because of COVID, Floyd-19, and so screw anything he says. No, but I'll still do the workouts. But everything else, it's like, it's just really sad to see. I just felt like calling in and talking about that, seeing if that is common and see what the comments say.
I do not mourn George Floyd's death.
Not even a little bit.
Hey, you know what would be cool, Jeremy, is if there was like, those calendars when you're a little kid, they were like word calendars and like it was like a square. Oh, it's like this. Like you would have one of these and someone would buy it for you at Christmas and then it would have a word and there would be the word. It'd be cool if there was like one of those, like there was a sticky pad that you could stick on the wall every day and it was a Greg Glassism and the coach could just read it. Like it wouldn't hurt if once a week a coach just started every class with, "Today you are partaking in a program that has the cure for the world's most vexing problem. This means that you care. That problem is sickness through metabolic, poor diet, and poor conditioning. And you guys should all be proud of yourself that you're participating. Just give them the fucking 1 minute talk. You're participating in something that's not only better for you, but you're going out and reflecting it in your community, and you should all love yourself for it. I mean, you could say that to every fucking a class every day. You could say that. You could have some like you could have some like CrossFit pledge of allegiance. These people are we're fucking amazing. Do you know why we're amazing? Not because we're cool, but because we're surrounded by shitbags. Everyone who sees us out in public is like, wow, that person takes care of themselves. We're like fucking role models.
Yeah, I actually had that at a grocery store. I was wearing a hoodie. Yeah. And some dude came up to me.
Black guy with the hoodie?
Hey, man,
Black guy with the hoodie?
Black guy with the hoodie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a gun on me, everything. No, no, he comes up and like, man, you work out? And I'm not thinking about it. I'm like, what? And I'm like, yeah, you could tell through your sweater, man. You look jacked. And we talked for like 15 minutes. I was like, damn. Then I took him home. It was great. No, I do feel at the gym I am like the black gray glassman, because everything you just said, I'm the one that's saying it. I don't hear too many other, unfortunately, I'm not trying to dog my fellow coaches, but unfortunately you don't hear too much of that. It's just a lot of complaining and a lot of shit. And then you hear something like, I didn't know about the food nutrition stuff until last year.
Yeah.
Really? Like that's kind of sad. But anyway.
Yeah, that is isn't that interesting? They know about they have opinions about Floyd 19, but they don't know about the food stuff. Service workers, Jeremy, 57.7% in the United States are white. 15.7% are African American or black. 15.7% are Hispanic or Latino. 13% are African or black, and 7% are Asian, in case you were wondering.
I needed that stat today. Maybe I can move up to where you guys are talking about San Fran and become a service food worker and make 200 G's a year.
That's what I'm talking about.
You need 20. You got to be in there the 20 years so you can get the you got to be like at 3 hotels. My buddy says he gets hit on a shitload by gay dudes too. I mean, my friend's totally okay with it.
I'm used to that too.
Yeah. Well, then there you go. Then
Philip Kelly hits on me all the time.
I believe it. All right, brother. Thank you.
Yeah, I love you guys. Have a good day.
Okay, bye.
Later, dude. Bye.
Peace.
That was a great idea you just dropped there. I wrote it down.
Yeah, but like just a sheet, right? Hey, you could make a big one anyway. Okay.
No, I'm starting the class with the Pledge of Allegiance thing for a couple of them. See how that works out.
Oh, like a CrossFit Pledge of Allegiance, yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And it can just be about how great you are. Okay, here we go. So this is what it's like getting into an Uber car if in where Heidi lives, like where she lives, Milwaukee, Madison, right here. Here we go.
Come on in, partner. Thank you. Go on and buckle up there for me. Here, I got some water for you. Charger if you need to get your phone charged.
We're just gonna let it roll. We're gonna do the stop thing.
You can let it roll. Let's see what happens.
You call Uber? Come, my friend. Yes. Yes, ապեր։ Ախպերս ծուխա։ Ախպեր տոշնի ժամանակին էլ կրծա բտանում։ Աշկի զոհտացից կսիրում։ Դու ես երկու բաժակը լսում ես։
You think I'm joking?
Մյատից վրազես հացերը տակստում։
Look at this racism. Warming up the tortillas. Hey, you can pause this. Hey, if you don't think I've not seen something similar to this growing up my whole life, that's like break out the ouzo. You'll warm bread anywhere. Armenians will warm bread anywhere. They just need some form of heat.
That's pretty funny.
I was surprised. I looked up Uber drivers by ethnicity, and Armenians don't make a significant amount, even at all. But in LA, they're all Armenian.
Yeah. Have you seen that documentary how they like sleep in their cars in San Francisco, or like rent an apartment with multiple other Uber drivers and shit like that?
No, that sounds cool.
Oh, yeah, it's cool.
I would do that shit as a young man.
It kind of reminded me of you, yeah, a little bit. They're making bank too.
534, Jorge, our homeboy Jorge. Jorge Floyd. What if his name would have been Jorge? What if they'd have been like, hey, he's Mexican? Jorge. Look at this. We'll listen to this for like a minute. This is a I don't even know if we should play this. But this is basically, who's the guy we have on the show? Alex Stein. This is just basically an Alex Stein bit. Like someone wrote, "No way, this guy is real."
Ethan's on to him.
Anyway, if you see this, we're not even going to play this. You should watch it.
Okay.
He's basically just making a mockery of reparations. And it's fucking awesome. It's almost more fun as you watch this to watch the people in the background. Maybe I'll leave this and we'll use it for a different show. It's too long right now. 533, your kids are learning about gender and oral sex and learning how to be a victim and how to be offended. That's what your kids are doing, because your kids are in the public school system.
Your comment.
What are their pronouns? Yeah. Yeah, you like that? Look at these are fucking kids. Look at this head movement. Look at these kids. Oh, Sevan, they're gonna hurt themselves. God, that kid's head movement is so fucking good. The kid in the red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sevan, they're teaching boys and girls to hit each other. If you're saying any of that shit, you're missing the fucking complete point. Put in any activity in there. Dude.
Quick, too.
Amazing, right? These are what kids are capable of. But no, this is what your kid should be doing all day.
Hey, and by the way, if that little girl ever tries to get snuck up on by some creep dude, he's going to get a fistful and won't even realize it.
This is what your kids, and when they learn that footwork, they'll learn math and they'll learn physics.
Confidence.
This is what your kids should be doing all day. Not being anywhere near anyone talking to them about sex or gender. You don't think your kids doing this learn respect, patience, humility, acceptance? They're not even boxing, dude. Like, for those of us who are familiar with just fighting, this is just, no one's even getting hurt here. This is nothing. They're just fucking having a little fun. This is just a gentle sparring session. Those aren't even fucking full punches.
Mm-hmm.
Your kid won't miss out on anything. I guarantee you these kids are better at math from what they've learned through boxing than fucking 90% of the kids their age in the United States. You have your kids in school being taught insane shit. Yeah, it's just a little spar. Yeah, it's nothing. I'll say, well, they're going to get brain damage. No, you say that because you fucking think that because of what bullshit you've been told. There's nothing happening there. There were no shots to the fucking head, nothing. Man, they were slipping around on the floor like crazy.
Yeah, they were.
Jake Chapman not wearing nanos. I could give two fucks. Fair enough. I agree. Fuck those kids. It's just crazy to think that's just such a huge departure from the bullshit that so many of our kids are being taught. Send your mom a link. How about that? I didn't even see Hiller in the comments. I'm getting off in a minute.
Yeah.
Getting off. Getting off. It's very important that we talk to our kids about their emotions.
Drag queens reading in a library never killed anybody with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just fucked them up for the rest of their life.
Today, kids, instead of going to class, we're going to hold up our Black Lives Matter sign and we're going to march through town. Not my kids. My kids are actually going to be playing with black kids and Mexican kids and Filipino kids at the skate park. Where your kids are told to accept people. My kids will be accepting people. Won't even be a fucking topic for them. Jackasses. I'm going to integrate your fucking white kid into something. Get him into fucking jiu-jitsu and go to a tournament. Yeah, get him into basketball. You want to teach your kid about fucking black kids? Get him into fucking basketball. Being a fucking pussy. Right? I mean, right? Listen, I know the other kids are doing a Sociology 150, the race wars and this and that. And that. I know basketball is kind of dumb, but I want you to be immersed in black culture.
Yeah, it's basically just saying, hey, you're actually going to deal with and learn how to, accept and work with different cultures rather than read theory about it with your liberal teacher with pink hair.
Go to a fucking black church and sign your kid up for fucking basketball camp. Sevan, are there racial differences? This is a setup right here, right? As soon as Trish asks a question, I know I'm being set up. Like she just threw her pencil on the ground. Now I have to pick it up. Like I just see the question mark. I'm like, I'm fucked. Don't click it, Sevi, but I can't. Sevan, are there racial differences that aren't learned behavior? What are they?
I don't understand the question.
Like, are there things that aren't learned that you would be like, yeah, that's that. Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying like, are there things that just Armenian people do, or black people do, or white people do that are part and parcel with that comes relevant to their skin color? Yeah, there are. Black people don't get sunburnt. There's one. Your turn. Now you think of one, not you.
There you go.
Look at. He's like, look at. I know. Don't answer that, right? I know. I ain't stupid. I have a giant cock. Thank you.
I was gonna agree with your black church thing.
Oh, don't be so limited in your believing what's conscious and not. That's a good response, though. She has. That's not a behavior.
And I'm convinced now, like after attending the funeral on Thursday that I went to, that I'm putting money aside so I could get a all black gospel choir to be at my services.
For when you die?
Yeah, and they're gonna just hold it down. It's gonna be a party, and it's gonna be a good time.
I should fucking not tell this story, but I'm going to.
Because that would be.
This story's crazy. I wonder if I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Black people do get sunburn. Okay, my bad. Mr. Mike Sauer, $1.99 for Sevan to eat the chocolate balls. You're an asshole. This is, if I was black, I'd be pissed though. But this is such a small dick.
Yeah, it's not proportional. That's not correct.
When Dave Castro's dad passed away, they held services at the ranch. And I got there to the ranch for the services. And it's fucking shitloads of fucking black people and shitloads of fucking white trash people, Hell's Angel motherfuckers with motorcycles and Hell's Angels jackets and shit. And the black people are the church people. And so the fucking the singers, Dave's dad went to a black church. So like the minister, all that shit. It was like the weirdest cultural mix of shit I have ever fucking seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're in Watsonville.
Yeah.
The people who sing, the guy who does the reading, his wife, it was all like in this black affect and hallelujah. And he's going to the Lord. And
see, that's what I'm talking about.
It was I'd never seen anything like that. But yeah, that's what you're gonna have. You should ask Dave if you can use the ranch when you die.
Yeah. Perfect. It's all set.
I was like, afterwards, I was like, Dave, who the fuck are these people? He's like, that's who my dad went to church with. I go, how about the fucking guys with all the motorcycles and Hell's Angels jackets? He's like, oh, those are my dad's business associates. Like, all right. All right. Gal Gadot in the chat, ladies and gentlemen, with her big ass head, disguised as Courtney Olsen. No one get that twisted. That's Wonder Woman right there.
Wow.
Pretty cool, right? You didn't even know.
Yeah, I'm just like surprised that there's so many good-looking women that listen to the show.
Me too. Well, maybe we're being catfished.
We're being catfished. That's what I was thinking.
You know what's funny too is that is Gal. There's probably so many fucking. She has to use that fake name because she'll get canceled out of LA if she.
Throw that fake profile pic too.
Look at Mike. You've started a trend of money. Nibble from the side of the shaft. Yes. Oh, I see. So it's not. So no one knows that I'm gay. If I eat the dick from the side.
Yeah, from the side. If you eat it like a hot dog, remember?
If I just put it in like this,
like this, like how you eat your hot dogs.
Oh shit! Look at this, Fergie. CrossFit graveyard at the ranch. 10K for a plot. Wow. Oh my goodness.
If he's ever back with the games, they're like, run up, touch that tombstone, run back.
Yash, I use SPF 30 moisturizer or a regular moisturizer and then SPF 50. Oh, well, there you go. You think that really is Yash, that picture?
Yep.
That's one of the most unique looking people I've ever seen in my life. That's probably just a dime a dozen, though, if you're in India or wherever he's from, Bangladesh or Pakistan. What is that guy? Yash, what are you? I'm sure I've asked you before. R. Farley, $4.99. R. Farley, 33. Thank you. No, Sevan. What are you? Oh, no, that's not your picture. Okay. All right. Your English is better than mine. Oh, what are you? Oh, you're an English dude? But is that you or not?
I think it's him.
He says no.
Wait, I don't get the. So you don't send Facebook links, but you can send YouTube links.
Me personally? Yeah, I don't do Facebook. Oh, you mean in the chat?
Yeah, Shannon. I wasn't sure what she's talking about.
I don't know. But your profile pic is perfect.
Hers?
Yeah. Eat it like Nicky Rod ate the banana. Oh, did he fold it in half and shove it in? Oh, Godot is good. Thank you, Mark Fuentes. Gal Godot.
I like that. The $1.99 eat the dick.
Let me see if there's anything. Did you guys see the man who broke the? Oh shit! I gotta go. Darn it.
Yeah, I know. I just saw that too.
Someone said Republicans believe in angels and guns. Okay, I'm cool with that. If you want to say that. Will you play 523 real quick? I got to tell my wife I'm coming out. Yeah, I'm warming up the car now. Okay. Well, let's see how long 523 is. This one's good. What'd you get? Look, Andrew Hiller, 99 cents.
No, thanks, dude.
Okay, let's play. Here we go. Oh, God, this one is so crazy. We got to save that. We can't show that one. This is crazy what this guy says. This fucking teacher asked his daughter. A teacher at his school gave the classroom an assignment. Who would you like to? And then it was like, have oral sex with, have sex with, have anal with.
What?
And then put the initials next to the people's names. Dude, if you did that to my daughter, if I sent my kid to school and you did that to my daughter. Oh, dude.
Go home with your homework and share it with your
parents. There's so much good stuff in here. God, Nike sucks. Please, no one buy Nike. They are a shit brand. They are so fucking horrible. But let me see a 522 if we can finish with just some talk about what pieces of shit Nike are. Is there anything good there?
It's a clip.
Wait, who's blocking who? Yaz has me clocked for real. Oh, blocked. Cock blocked? Oh, yeah. Okay, let's play this. God, Nike's such a shit brand. Do not support these pieces of shit. They're those same people, especially if you're fucking melanated. How could you support anyone who's holding your people back like that as a whole? Here we go.
Kaepernick says he knows his white adopted parents loved him, but they were very problematic things that occurred during his upbringing. Do we have the video of that?
What's the problematic thing?
Do you have the video, Taylor? Play the video of this, Taylor.
Oh, your hair's not professional. Oh, you look like a little thug.
Your mom said that to you.
Yeah. And those become spaces where it's like, okay, how do I navigate this situation now? But it also is informed.
You cut your fucking hair.
Oh my God. A parent didn't like their kid's haircut. Never has happened in history. Welcome to being a child and having parents.
As a black man who used to be a black boy, black teenager, when I had an afro and I was getting cornrows and stuff, same thing happened to me.
Same thing happened.
And I don't have white parents.
Yeah. Oh my God.
I have a black mom and a black dad who did not like that, especially when I started wearing Chuck Taylors and Snoop Dogg had that murder case. Colin Kaepernick says
We're going to play that again. And you see, that's people seeing what they want to see. That's why they feel sorry for the fucking Mexican house cleaners. Please unfuck, do your part and unfuck a libtard today. Love you guys. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Lots of guests getting ready to come in. Love you guys. Susie, you the man.